So, okay. So now the obi. So I use Fukuro obi, which is a wide obi. And for foreigners, I think the Fukuro obi is better because it's wider and it's longer, so you can do a lot of the ties with it, no problem. The Nagoya obis tend to be a little bit shorter, so getting them to look nice or getting the pattern to meet up just perfectly tends to be a little bit harder. But you seem to be on the petite side, so Nagoya obi would probably be okay too. So this obi, it has the part where there's the pattern, and then it has the part where there's no pattern. And this part where there's no pattern is called a tare. So you want to take the tare in your hands, and then at the top, you want to fold it in half. Then once you've folded it in half, because I've used this obi quite a bit, so the fold line is pretty strong, so it kind of just stays in place. But once you've folded it in half, you want to put it on your shoulder, your left shoulder. So it's not working for me. So put it here and then clip it to the front lapel of the kimono with one of your clips. You want the tare to come down to about your belly button area, definitely past this fabric, if anything. Each person is a little different because of their height, but definitely past this fabric part. So once you do that, you're going to turn around and you're going to take the other fabric in your right hand. With your left hand, with your left pointer finger, you're going to run your pointer finger down here and then pull up with the right hand. Now you've got kind of like a little triangle going on here. And you're going to bring the fabric around in the front, like this. So now the fabric is in my left hand again, and I'm going to turn around one more time with it. Like so. So once I've made 2 revolutions, actually, I'm going to stick my hand back up in here and find that triangle that we folded earlier. And with the left hand and the right hand, at the same time, I'm going to pull to tighten it. So then I'm going to bring it back around one more time and then pass it this way and put it on top of my right arm. Now I'm going to remove the clip from here, but keep it in your hand, and I'm going to throw this part over my left shoulder, like so. Then, after I've done that, I'm going to take the left one in the tare in my left hand, and I'm going to pass it underneath the right part and bring it up and around to the front. So for now, we're going to clip that part, the tare, to the front of the obi. Now you have this knot kind of thing going on in the back. So you want to smooth it out so the pattern is facing the wall. And then with a string, and this string you will not remove later on, so you want to make sure it's not a very bright color in case it peeks out later. You want to take that string and then about right where your butt starts, right here, you want to pull it behind the obi, like so. And then from there, you're going to use your thumb and your pointer finger to kind of turn it in. So as you're doing that, bring it all the way up to the center of your back and kind of lean over while you do this. Then strings need to be tied very tightly because there are going to be what holds the obi up, because for this tie we don't use the makura. So pull while you're leaning slightly forward, pull them really tight. And most kimono teachers will tell you you have to do a specific kimono tie for this, but really if you just do a shoelace tie, that's fine. So that's what I do because I'm lazy and it's easy to remember. So once I've done that, I'm going to kind of tuck this down into the obi. And I'm going to kind of straighten this out. I like to tie my obi from the back because I think it looks prettier and you don't get all of the hashiori all messed up when you have to swerve it around if you tie it in the front. So because we don't use the makura, technically you don't need the obiage, but some people just like to have it for aesthetic purposes. This tie, the tsunodashi, doesn't require it, but a lot of people do it just to look pretty. So if you're going to put it in, this is the time to put it in. So underneath here, bring it to the top and just kind of thread it through. We'll fix it later on. Just tie it to get it out of the way for right now. So the next part. So now you have all of this obi left. You're gonna bring the bottom all the way up to right about where the hashiori stops. So if you do have this fold over, my sleeve's on my way, so you can see that the obi and the hashiori are about the same height. So you want it to be right about there, and then if you can in the mirror, check to see that it's straight. So after you've done that, you'll take another string. This string you'll remove later, so it doesn't matter if it's kind of bright or whatever. And underneath here, you'll tie it to keep it in place. So bring this in the front and tie and tie. So now I kind of have an obi that's hanging like this.